Guys, this can be huge. Next Battlefield game could have the most realistic destruction effect in the industry. Now, let me explain the reason why I think that's the case here. First of all, we all know, and it's not a big secret, that one of the most disappointing factors of Battlefield 2042 was the lack of destruction effects. Battlefield games were always known for the crazy real-time destruction, which was directly the result of players shooting heavy calibers at each other in a game using tanks, helicopters, jets, and explosive weaponry. In Battlefield Bad Company 2, we saw the potential of the destruction and how it affects how players play the game and how it creates opportunities for awesome moments which are known for only in Battlefield moments. Later on in Battlefield 4, we got a gameplay mechanic which doubled down on those destructions called Levolution, which was an entire game-changing mechanic like Siege of Shanghai main skyscraper, which you could destroy the pillars of the building and the whole skyscraper would collapse, and when it happened, it could alter the map completely in the middle of the play as a result of huge destructive changes. Now here is the juicy part. In the recent job listing from Ripple Effect, a studio working on the next Battlefield game, it seems destructibility is making an epic return. In that job listing for Ripple Effect for VFX director in the Canada, it's stressed that the team is looking for a senior 3D designer artist to create quote-unquote the most realistic and exciting destruction effect in the industry. I mean, wow. It was later highlighted that the key part of that role will be to, again, quote-unquote, create optimized and hyper-realistic in-game VFX. I just loved that sentence. I'm gonna read it again. Create optimized, and hyper-realistic in-game VFX. Now, this is a huge and a very heavy responsibility for that person due to the recent release games such as the Finals, which was ironically developed by ex-Battlefield developers. And guys, if you didn't play the Finals, that game has the most insane destruction which plays good and looks good in the first-person shooter genre by far. It is crazy, you can almost destroy everything in that game. So the competition in that case is on the high level, and worthy to mention that they have to top that, and I mean Battlefield developers, they have to top that level of destruction in the large scale on a big maps and huge number of players. So it plays good, looks good, and it's also very important, balanced, so it doesn't ruin the gameplay flow of the map for players. But regardless of the competition, bringing back the destruction could be a dramatic and epic return for Battlefield franchise to its former golden times. And that could lead to catch more eyes, new players, and even old fans who just gave up because how Battlefield 2042 was launched. And I myself, as a Battlefield fan, I dearly hope they go back and do what all the players wants them to do. Because in some cases, players know way better what is good for the health of the game than the developers themselves. And it was exactly that for Battlefield. We saw what happened to Battlefield 2042, right? But here is the point. Battlefield games, as a franchise I mean, is special because it never dies. EA has to literally shut down the servers for a Battlefield game in order for it to die. Even though the game can be bad, let's say, like Battlefield 2042, players pushed through because Battlefield players are just that loyal to the game. Because if we want to be honest, no other game can offer what Battlefield games offers. And I have to say, I do appreciate DICE, Ripple Effect, or whoever worked on Battlefield 2042 for trying new things. Yes, I do appreciate it because they didn't copy-paste the same game and release it, just make it a little bit more pretty. They actually tried new things, but just in the wrong direction. Finger crossed for the next Battlefield, they listen more to the feedbacks. Because of Battlefield 2042 and how it launched and its problems, Battlefield community was really vocal about the problems and the shortcomings. So now they know, the developers, they know what we want. Hopefully more destruction at least. But hey, that's it for me. This was a huge news, at least for me guys, and I hope you also enjoyed it. Please do let me know what you think about the next Battlefield and tell me what you want to see in the next Battlefield. Comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to have a conversation with you guys down there. Like the video if you enjoyed this news. Subscribe for more gaming news and content. Don't forget that I love you guys. Keep gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.